welcome back to. We're just going to power through that. 2 stars without number. Abaddon, season 3, part 2 of week 2. That was a mouthful. This is it gets worse every season. It just gets longer and worse, and I hate it. But I love
You have
it.
no idea.
About what?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we
Just in general.
Yeah,
if we wanted, this could really be Generation 2. So it'd be like Stars Without Number Generation 2, Season 3.
No, but
Week two,
it would be
part
Stars Without Number, Abaddon, Generation 2, Season 1, Week 1, Part 2.
Yeah.
Because this is, if we
Yeah.
change the show name. it's not
Abaddon would be
Generation-
second because it would be Stars of that number. What was the other game called?
Up White Snow?
Yeah, Up Wide Snow. That was the first generation.
So, Stars Without
Series
Number, Generation
2?
3, Abaddon, Season 1, Episode, Week. Liam, go. Go.
We broke Matt.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I mean, I think the rest of your cargo come aboard and kind of settle.
Olga welcomes each of them individually aboard.
I creeped them
awesome.
out individually.
And they settle and kind of just make their way onto the ship. This guy,
I think I want to have a conversation with Mike, or what is his name? Green, the guy who
You get Mike from?
all right,
because
yeah, for sure.
he acted like a thug. So
Mikulowski, he's green.
yeah,
Oh god.
yeah.
Thanks, Liam.
So I think we see like there's when we land to the station and like the passenger thing, like before the first passenger gets in, Miriam is basically like, Green, can I talk to you for a minute?
That depends. Are you going to ask me to give any of this stuff back?
She looks at him like confused, and she's like,
He's literally
worry.
wearing one of your ship's
and he's-
uniforms.
He's like,
Yeah.
don't worry, there's no stuff.
you say you work for the ship, you work for the Abaddon, so you dress the part. I like it. You show initiative.
Yes. Shifty eyes.
And she says, besides, I need you to look somewhat more important than what you were looking like when you first came here. And this fits you perfectly fine.
Okay, enough of the flattery. What did you want?
We are about to have more than 2 unknown people on board. I know perhaps some of them are going to be curious. They will explore the ship. It's a long journey. It is your job, I hope, to persuade them that this is our stuff. They are not to mess with it.
How persuasive are we talking?
It depends on where they go with their curiosity, yes? If they go into the engine room, little more persuasive. If they try to, visit each other's cargo rooms,
I love how you call it cargo room.
The cargo. Okay.
maybe not be so persuasive. But if they try to fuck with us, yeah, you can be as persuasive as you like, so long as they keep paying to get where they want.
Sure. Okay. Okay. I think he said, okay, I think he says, if you want me to start doing work around the ship, you're going to be paid.
As a basic guard,
As you say, and he kind of like puffs up the part of his shirt that says
Abaddon.
I'm a member of this crew.
how about 10 credits a day?
What is the actual pay?
I think that's
That's
quite a bit.
literally the base pay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wage for a guard, 10 credits per day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he nods like he knows that's a fine, that's a regular amount. Okay. Then I'll be able to help you. I can be persuasive when needed.
Yeah, you can.
You know, and I can keep the spike thrower. Don't worry about that. Let's just. And then he kind of just like walks off.
It's a bit more intimidating than I would like for you to, shake at the guests. But if you want it in your room, sure.
Okay.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
He just
Yeah.
has a random key card he found or made.
Well,
Okay.
that was interesting.
Sure.
Augur invites all the guests to a mandatory tea session.
You invite them to a mandatory.
It's orientation, and they all get tea.
I mean,
Okay, I mean-
they're not all on the same station, right? So we would be picking up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long if you don't.
Once all of them are aboard, there's an orientation of we will be together for how many days. I'm gonna make you all tea, and it's
Yeah.
fucking good
Okay. Let's.
tea.
I mean, whilst we're on that, let's talk about how long this trip is going to take. It's 4 jumps, right?
Yep.
And each jump, if I'm not mistaken, is 7 days.
I believe that is correct.
Let me take a look at the whole navigation.
We actually haven't done that for a very long time.
We haven't done
Ever
that.
in revised? Like
No.
literally ever in revised?
No,
'cause
we have
it's always
not.
been it's always been your
Yeah.
like made up bullshit stuff because it's in system travel.
With subpar ships
Yeah.
Yeah.
that would yeah.
All right, let's take a little book. Let's see what it says. If I can find, because it's not under navigation.
No, it won't.
No,
be.
it's in.
Super helpful. Thanks. Game.
On an unrelated note, there's probably like some kind of memorial at the Battle of Salvation or something, isn't there?
I don't even think so. Like, I think that it's like it's known, right? But space is huge. There might be like a beacon or something there, but it's nothing. It's nothing massive.
Does Salvation actually exist at all?
I mean, there would be like a massive junk pile there, right? Because all of the the bigger.
It would have
bits
been scrapped by
attracted the
now.
smaller bits and. I
It probably got scrapped.
That thing would have been like a minefield to enter.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was. And it's definitely because like it was in like an asteroid belt, right?
Yeah.
We have a
So-
basic drive engine, right?
I think we got
Yeah.
a second level one, didn't we? Or did we scrap that?
Let's pull up the ship.
We are
because we have a
looking
character
at
sheet for this.
The ship.
Ship.
Test ship.
Abaddon the
Where is it?
Destroyer. Where did
Uh,
the destroyer
so-
part come from?
Yeah,
I don't
we
remember adding that
just-
to the name.
We just have a basic drive because I haven't
Yeah.
added anything here. And
Yeah.
We have a
We have
basic
luxury
drive.
cabins.
We do have luxury cabins. We have three.
No,
three luxury
You
cabins.
have
No, Matt, we have luxury cabins.
What?
Look at the spelling.
you do have luxury cabins.
The
Space
definition of
travel.
Abaddon is a place for destruction. So
Space travel.
hell.
110
I mean,
It literally says sea cabins.
space.
another way to interpret the ship's name.
Yeah,
is
110. Making a
Abaddon.
spike trail.
Like-
To make a successful spike trail, the target system must be within range. A spike drive has a hex range equal to its rating. So a drive 3 can drive 3 hexes away straight away. A drive 1 will therefore be driving like 4 times.
Yeah.
A
And
spike
it's-
trail requires 1 load of fuel. Most ships can only hold a single load at a time.
So how much fuel do you
Uh,
actually? How much fuel can you actually take?
But we have
You have fuel
extra
bunkers.
fuel. Yeah.
So you have enough for 2, right?
I believe so. And we also have fuel
Doubles.
scoops.
Yeah.
is.
So fuel bunkers adds 1 more. So 1 by base plus 1.
Those are
Yeah,
just plus
and we
one.
have scoops, so we don't really need to go to a station to refuel. We can just scoop it from a gas
It takes a
tank.
day or so, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that unless we need to do that. 'cause
A
fuel
safe
isn't that
drill
expensive.
procedure requires half an hour to enter a metadimensional space. The transit
Yeah.
time is 6 days per hex traveled. So
And it also requires psychic bullshittery.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this system. So to do a meta jump, or meta tear, or something like that, there's probably a billion different names for this.
It's the void
Um,
hole.
Void hole, yeah. You need a psyker. Now the psyker doesn't necessarily have to be the person to make the nav roll. Like someone else can plot this in.
They literally say tear a hole.
Yeah, but you need a psyker and you need them to commit effort.
How much effort?
All
Just
the
one.
effort.
Just one?
So a daring pilot or navigator can trim the course,
There's a thing you
increase
can
their
do.
drive rating by 1.
Yeah, but we don't really need to do
So-
that when we're just carrying random people.
So we can either take 24 days or half that, which is 12.
Yeah, but no, that's a bad idea. Because bad thing happens when you do that.
So when you roll a spike drill, the base difficulty is 7.
Okay.
Navigating is 7 based on, like, depending on how old your maps are.
We'd have pretty up-to-date ones,
We
probably,
just came from
considering.
out here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a problem. Like your maps are fine.
Yeah,
We
the
only have to
route is
update them
less
once a
than-
year.
Yeah. If it's less than a month old, then it's -2 to the roll.
Oh,
so
month.
the difficulty would be 5. And if you are trimming the distance, it's +2. So it's either 7, 5, or 9.
And
depending
if
on
you
what want to
fail,
do.
the ship starts to break. Or you suddenly appear in a random system.
So, who is a navigator?
Is that who? What role do they make?
A
I think it would be the
pilot.
exec, or like is this? Are we talking about the person who just says where we're going, or the person who spikes?
So this is the first of all. This is the person who makes the roll to see how we go, and it's an int pilot.
I'm the pilot, so I'll be rolling into piloting.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm just
Mm.
the
But-
Augur's the door.
Yeah.
You make the hole.
Well, you're the sledgehammer, right?
Yeah, I prefer scalpel.
No, ships don't use scalpels.
Very large, the broadsword.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Sure. You're the
Slyhander.
broadsword that slices a hole in reality.
So
Alright,
I
so
can
yeah,
I can either make
Matt-
it 9 or 7.
you need to. So basically, it's committing effort for the time you are in transit. So for the
Okay.
6 days, that effort is committed.
All right.
One effort per day.
Which is because that's just one to keep it open.
Okay.
It's basically like using a psychic power that you just keep up.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I just do this from anywhere within the ship
You have to be at the central console.
at all times?
To that. No, you can move around, but to initiate it, you have to be. At the
Okay,
central
cool.
console.
That's what I was imagining.
You have to perk the prongs.
Yeah, that's what I was envisioning.
Cool. All right. So
And
Miriam,
since this is a new day, you do have the
Yeah.
ability to make me reroll, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I really want to drill this.
Don't. That's a
mean,
horrible
I
idea.
think you did. Wait, are you a good pilot?
No.
I have +1 piloting, +1 intelligence with 3d6.
Oh yeah, easy. That's an easy roll.
Don't do it.
It's easy roll. He has. A
I don't
reroll.
want
If
to
I-
die.
If Olga feels benevolent, he has a reroll.
All right.
She has a reroll.
And I don't have a +1 from the ship, right? So we didn't buy the navigation console, right?
No.
All right. Wish me luck.
Don't kill us.
Yeah, easy. All right.
all right.
Easy.
So something happens to Olga. Like Miriam punches it, I guess.
I mean, after the
Yeah. So let's
What's
I'll
the
kind of
process
describe
here?
what we
Yeah.
see here, right? So, Miriam goes to the console. She chucks in the like relatively complicated nav data that you need to be able to make these transits. And then once it's in, the light on Olga's console goes,
Okay.
And you just need to
Shiny.
you
Yeah.
just need to pulse psychic energy into this.
So
I go to poke it
Yeah,
before you try
Olga's
to poke it.
sitting at a chair, and there's like a mess of cables coming down from the roof, like going plugged into like the back of their head. Like it disappears under the jester's cap. Some of them are like fiber optic, and there's like purple like light traveling through them, like different parts of the ship. We see the front of Olga's face. The top face is motionless, and then the bronze inner face with the dark blue eyes and the fifth eye or the third eye in the center of their forehead that is closed. The light blinks, and Olga's four primary eyes, the two red ones on the outer face and the two blue ones on the inner face, all close, and the one in the center, like iris is open, like slowly iris is open, and we like a purple light starts shining through. It like the eye is made of this like jagged purple crystal thing that seems to be like moving and changing shape. The light gets brighter and brighter until we like the screen is filled up with this purple light, and then suddenly we are in metaspace.
Cool. Yeah,
I think
awesome.
Olga, the process for Olga is they see where they're going, like they see them at this, like they see the ship arriving. I think like even if like Miriam rolls like double ones and it just goes horribly wrong, like Olga sees the horrific event that happens, but at this point, like once they've started to open the eye, not like they can't stop it. They just witness the destruction. But it was fine.
You're muted.
Muted, or the mic isn't picking you up.
Wow.
Liam?
I'm
Once the like initial hole
ignore
has
that.
been poked into reality, the third/fifth eye closes, and
Nope.
the four other eyes open. You're still muted, dude.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I
I
think your
shouldn't
mic
be.
just refuses to pick you up every now
So-
and
No,
Liam.
it wasn't connected, and then it was. So.
Yeah.
then.
So Liam, the second we enter void space, whatever we call it, Tail starts screaming.
well. It's a good thing you're in your own room when that happens, right?
Don't disturb the guests.
Liam, where would Tail be when we're going?
I mean, it's like you have your own room. You could be there.
I
Look
believe
out.
there's like probably like a safety measure where it's like, okay, we're about to enter spike
Yeah.
space. Put up your seatbelts.
Yeah, for sure.
Then if that's the
Excellent.
case, she's probably in a common area in a seat or something.
Great.
Not good.
I'm guessing Ethan is with you.
Probably yes.
Yeah, I mean, how does he react to this?
He's probably seen it before and is trying to calm her down.
Okay, sure. I think
All right.
the rest of the cargo are kind of looking at you, and they don't really know what to do. Like, there's just this woman screaming. They're probably starting to look like kind of concerned.
Yeah, because I'm piloting and he's busy doing the nav thing, so it'll be like 30 minutes until we get.
Yeah, and I mean, we see, so like we kind of see this outside view of just a literal tear in reality. The black void of space, where once on the other side you could see stars, fills with utter darkness. There is no stars on the other side anymore, and the ship slips through into this darkness. and vanishes from its current place in reality. Okay, so yeah, I mean, what like Ethan's trying to calm you down. Does anything come of this, or do you eventually shut up?
Like it takes several moments before she eventually calms down, and she looks
Sure.
around the room confused and like, where am I?
Ethan says, "You're on board the Abaddon."
Um, I see. Where's She takes a moment to think. Where's Olga?
Yeah, Ethan says, "I think you should go lie down. Get some rest. It's been a long lifetime."
No, actually, yes, that's a good idea. I need a rest. When he has a moment, I need to speak with Olga.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of chuckles and says, "It's not like we're going anywhere for the next." So your cut. How much time does that save?
Half.
Half.
Well, I
okay.
mean, so do we have to make a new jump? Do we have to make 4 separate?
We have to make
Yes.
4 jumps.
So
Though I think
it's 3 days instead of 6 days.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, easy.
it's 3 days every jump.
Yes, I mean he would say like no, we're going for the next 3 days, and you kind of head off to rest. Okay, cool.
Liam,
Yeah, man.
did the guests like my tea?
Did you roll? Did I miss
Yeah,
a
I
roll?
rolled a 10. I got a 10.
Oh, dude, they loved it. It was
Cool.
great. It's fantastic. They all feel welcome.
That was just really important, and like to my character and to me.
No,
as a
that's
person.
fine. I understand.
Cool.
Right? Character motivations, man. It's
Yeah.
important. Probably a goal. Maybe for
No,
tea.
like
I
3
don't know.
goals. Like that's what, like 100 XP. I'm level
5?
30.
I don't know. 500 XP? Yeah, probably.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Major character goals.
Yeah, that's it. Major character goal: make NPCs some tea. Success. All right, cool. So I think what are we doing for the next 3 days?
Well, I need to speak with Olga at one point.
Sure.
Olga needs to speak with Miriam at one point.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
we can do that soon.
Which scene do you want to do first?
I think it's the same scene, not.
It's not the same scene because I know what Miriam is going to do for 3 days.
What is Miriam gonna do for 3 days?
I think there's like a range in the armory, and she's like cleaning guns and being all badass.
Yeah. I think we get kind of a snap cut of that, and we see Tail and Olga like probably just like randomly walk past each other or do we see something else? Like
I think like Tails wandering around the ship, like I don't know, doing Tails thing, and like
She's actually less absent-minded than normal. She seems to be more with it at the moment.
Okay, so maybe you noticed then, like you are being led somewhere, like doors are opening, and you were walking through there, like the doors are like you're being led somewhere.
Yeah, she's following it because like she's not completely with it, but
Yeah.
more so than normal.
Yeah, so you like I guess whereas you maybe normally wouldn't notice that, you like notice.
She stops for a few seconds and looks before going.
Yeah, like a door opens in front of you. It's like Olga's bedroom or cabin.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, the door opens. This is a fucking weird place. Like there's just like shit everywhere, like mechanical parts, like gears, springs. Like there's a can
Teapots.
of oil somewhere. Like the walls are lined with shelves, and in the shelves are like pots that would like plants would go into. And instead of plants, there's like there's plants, except they're all made out of like metal. Like there's ferns and trees and like bonsai trees, flowers, but it's all made of like long coil coiled bits of metal and that sort of thing.
How many teapots are there?
There's a shit ton of teapots, like China ones, and there's just a lot of teapots. There's also a shit ton of clocks. Some of them are working, some of them aren't. There's like I think a big grandfather clock in the corner, and there's also like a massive like wooden wardrobe in the other corner of the room, like just like ridiculously big wardrobe. The door opens and Augur's just standing there.
Hello, Olga.
Hello, Tail Domingo.
So, you may have heard it.
I did. We did.
If you actually notice, her tattoo, her brand was glowing slightly before. The glow's now gone.
Are you feeling all right?
I am unsure. I feel better than I was before, but not as I should. The void. We entered the void space, and my mind became clear.
Does that normally happen when you enter the Maelstrom?
I don't know.
Did it happen when you were a stowaway on our ship?
I don't remember all that much. I barely remember what's happening at the moment.
Come, sit with me. Us.
I sit on the floor.
We have a seat. Okay.
I'm comfortable here.
Olga brings over 2 cups of tea.
I look at it.
Here, drink this. It will bring clarity.
You may have noticed I've never actually drunk any of your tea.
We have found that it helps calm the nerves. Supposedly it's meant to help with the connection to the Maelstrom. Though that could just be superstition.
She takes a small sip.
Gotta make sure it's a good tea.
It's the worst tea you've ever made, Matt.
They're pretty typical.
It's an alright tea.
It's alright. Tea making.
Make a mental effect saying,
I love how you made that a skill.
Yeah, dude. My tea skill. The most important skill I have.
When I was a slave, or whatever they called it, the brand they put on me, it limits my mind, my brain, my connection to the void itself. It's why I am the way I am, I believe. Now that we're in the void itself, it seems to be nullified.
The Maelstrom calls to you.
Yes, it does. I hear the void speaking to me. How I know what happens is how I know how people feel and what they think. You are hard to read.
Do you understand the function of my creation?
I don't even understand the function of my creation.
Your mind, your corporeal mind, lives inside your skull, your head. Ours does not. We have a physical phylactery, though we do not understand it well. But our true mind, where our thinking and processing and seeing gets done, that resides within the Maelstrom, the void as you call it. We live there. It is familiar to us.
Huh. When I use my power, I can feel the void speaking to me. It's how I know what's happening. I believe it's what's. I don't. It's hard to explain. I'm unsure of what it does, but when I was with them, before I was with them, I should say, it never used to be like this. My abilities just were there. It happened, but now it happens through this. I feel like I'm being told what's happening instead of seeing what's happening.
That is curious. On Yansa 4563 Pluto, you connected to us, talked to us inside our head.
For a moment, yes.
Do you suppose you could do that again? I would like to try something.
I don't see why not. It doesn't take much effort. With that, she takes a moment to focus. The brand on her glows slightly, but not as much as it normally would when she uses her powers. And you hear her voice in your mind. Hello.
Oh, this is curious. I'm going to try something. We're going to try something. Don't shy away from it. If you can, try to connect to it. Bolster it if you can.
She doesn't say anything.
I would like to just channel psychic energy into our connection. Like, I just want to expend effort. Like, I'll expend as many points as it takes. I just want to... I want to better understand her connection to the Maelstrom, but also, like... I don't have a power that I'm using. Like, this is nothing that I can do, but I want to... like, understand her destiny and how it connects to mine, I guess, but also understand...
You do it, and both of your mental effect saving throws.
How much effort do you want me to expend?
2.
Cool.
Do you want me to expend that or just roll a mental?
No, you just roll mental.
Okay. I lose.
I win.
Okay. So, can Augur...
Wait, no, stop. I'm going to use an ability. Can I use that ability?
I don't know if that'll work here or not, because I don't actually know what we're trying to do.
So Augur is like taking precautions to make sure Miriam is Tail is safe here.
Is that which ability?
Alternate
Reroll.
outcome, so they can re-roll a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah. So, like, something is about to go bad.
Make the roll, and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so roll again.
No. This is just cast it first. Just cast it in the chat, so you can see it, and then roll again.
Tail.
Beautiful. Tail, roll
Get all the names.
So many names.
Hey, at least we're not all the same name this time, and like all sudden with S or something.
Does make it better.
I win even more.
So
Okay.
it's a 12 or a 9.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this just kind of happens, right?
Yeah.
So can you, Augur? Can you roll me?
Effect.
Is it a skill roll you're wanting me to do?
No, it's not.
A saving throw?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
I will tell you in just a second, as soon as I get to the right page in this book.
I was hoping you were going to let me roll precognition.
Not going to do that.
Very rarely get to roll your...
The actual skill
skills.
itself.
Yeah.
See, this is why telepathy is useful here.
I'm sorry, Tail.
You broke my brain even more.
I tried to save you. I tried.
that's pretty over the top. That's fine. Just roll me a d6 plus 1.
I don't. What was over the top there, Liam?
So-
Telekinetic ram.
Okay. Do I want high or low?
You want low.
You're gonna damage me.
2?
Cool.
Fucking
Yeah.
fate's in
So
our favor.
tail, you take 2 damage. As you just feel like psychic energy like tearing at your insides.
Can I take it for her?
Huh?
Is there any way I can take it for her?
No.
Not unless you're Metasiphon, no.
And Olga, you feel like if you can imagine like you normally like using your psychic power is like a stream, right? You see the water kind of flowing. Imagine now that stream is, I guess like gelatin. It's still moving, but it's like considerably more solid. And it's still trying to move down the same path, but it's like grating and parts are like flaking and coming off it. And it's an effort now. Like it's a lot harder to do, and it's painful.
Can I push through that?
You can. Do you want to both roll mental effect saving throws?
I'm fine with this, so just keep going, Matt. Because the worst you can do is knock me out. Eh.
Nice. It's gonna be me that fails. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Reroll it. Okay.
Fucking psychic boys.
Yeah, so you continue to just like force this. And more of the what you can kind of picture to be psychic energy and potential flakes away and dissipates. And then I think you kind of hit this almost like mesh that it's now being forced through. So even more of it is being splintered, and it's harder and harder to push this through.
Can we still talk to each other?
I don't think so.
I think Tails probably like physically like screaming a bit.
I don't think we see any of this from like real space,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Can we feel each other?
I mean, you're both there, but I don't think you can communicate in any way.
Okay.
Tails' mind is just like not very stable. Like you probably physically feel unstable as you're looking into her mind as well.
Shit. Oh, I have to question whether. Yeah, I think Olga keeps pushing.
Saving throws.
Yay!
No more rerolls either.
I fail.
Yay!
Do you?
Yeah, I got a 10.
Oh, is that the 10 and 17? Okay. Okay. I think Tail, can you roll me 2d6 plus 2?
Oh fuck.
Done. +2. That was +1, so that should be 10.
Olga, you take that as you are like ejected
Okay.
from.
Do I take physical damage or is it mental damage?
Is there a difference in your hit points?
No,
Do you
No,
have
but I'm
mental
talking,
hit points and
does it
physical
damage
hit points?
Does it damage my
it
body?
won't kill you.
Does it what? Does
Does
it
it
damage your
knocks-
body?
my body or is it like?
No.
Okay, cool.
It knocks you out if it takes it all your HP.
All right. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, you just like collapse, and you're both like shunted out of this meta space.
Yeah, like Olga falls back like a metallic thud hits like resounds through the room and
You hear a teapot smash.
yeah, teacup smashes, and both of their eyes, like all four of their eyes, are like normally like glowing with life, or like they look like they're something is behind them, but they're just dead. It just looks like gemstones.
Cool. All right. I think we kind of cut away from that.
Do we fall out of spike space?
No,
No.
no. Miriam, where do we see you?
Well, when she's not checking up the pilot chair, being with the guests, she's at the gun range that she
Okay.
is built in the armory.
Sure. So I think we see you there. And I think we see Green like approach you. Says, Captain,
Yes, Green.
I've noticed some things about some people.
Well, that's good. What have you noticed?
Says the one with the cargo
Uh-huh.
very
Luther Barnsley.
very rarely leaves the bay. Seems to guard it, pay attention to it. I don't know.
You really should have hired security.
Well, that's the thing. He hasn't left. This is like probably the second day into the 3. He hasn't left. Hasn't slept.
Huh. You think he is android?
It's possible. Some sort of AI or just something weaker. That
Fake
or well, modified in some way.
Interesting. Do you want me to query him?
I'll leave that up to you, Cam. I'm just watching. I'll let you know what I see.
I appreciate it. After all, we are paying you now.
He smiles. More than you know. I mean, nothing.
As he carries a backpack out of the room.
He leaves.
Leaves carrying a random bag.
I think if Miriam were to notice anything, because it would be like because Augur's normally like running the ship, like all the functions and shit, just like that all stops. Like it returns to like the base computer functions.
Yes, I
understand
mean, the
physically.
ship has a basic onboard mind.
Yeah, so it
Still
returns
do
to
all the
that.
work.
Yeah, yeah. So everything works, but it
Yeah.
probably changes.
Works
in
different.
how yeah, it works differently.
It's not quite as intuitive.
Yeah, that's the word.
It doesn't have its personality anymore.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The tea machine stopped working and the coffee machine started again.
just
Thank
like
God.
Power
I
returned to the coffee machine.
Your temporary cargo makes the most of this. And goes on coffee. So what do
Yeah.
you want to do, Miriam?
I'm going to look for what the fuck the Herald Augur is doing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. So like you have like an onboard crew monitor, and it shows him in his room. It's room.
Liam, you should know this. Augur is not a him or like they are a we. They can call Augur him or her or whatever, but you as the GM cannot. Augur is not a,
He corrected himself.
Corrected.
No, I didn't hear that. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad. I apologize, Liam.
All right.
Then
And Tail is also in there? Question mark?
Yeah.
Tail's in the hallway just outside.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Son
Tail,
of a bitch.
I don't think it's so much that you see her approach, it's that she's there when you turn around.
Yeah, I hear a noise and turn around. Oh,
And this is probably like Miriam clearing her throat or something.
yeah.
Tail.
Miriam,
What
hi.
are you doing here?
Augur and I were talking.
Really?
He said he needed the rest.
You are lying to me right now, right?
Yeah, that's also the first lie that Tails actually
Sure.
ever told to you. No.
Tail, What you do is your business. What the Herald does is his business. What I do is my business. That's how the world works.
Y-
Together.
Yeah,
choice.
then go on.
My business is pretty simple. You fuck with me, you die. You fuck with my friends, you also die. Did you fuck with my friend?
I wouldn't say I fucked with him. I think he fucked with me.
That seems reasonable. You know he's unreliable, naive, and terribly inexperienced with worldly matters.
So
You
am
really
I.
shouldn't. You really shouldn't let him do anything to you. It's he could have killed you. He's a machine man who doesn't really know what they are doing.
Yes, but he knows about this. I just point to my brand, and he knows about psychics. At least more than I do.
Which corporation owns you again?
I don't know.
I mean, the brand will tell me, right?
I can't actually see my own brand. It's on my neck.
Yeah. So she
you
just
can-
kind of
You can make one.
she just
up,
kind of walks
Taylor,
over
like-
and
It's not yet. What's the three big ones? It was one of them.
Yansar.
EKB, I think.
It was
is.
EKB, yeah. EKB.
Right.
I keep telling you I was kidnapped.
I keep telling you, it doesn't matter what you were. You are owned by a corporation now.
No.
I see. I'm beginning to regret allowing you to be on the ship. But I will open this door and see what the hell Augur is doing anyway. And she opens the door.
He's asleep.
Augur doesn't sleep.
As you enter the room, he's asleep.
She
Yeah,
just kind of
Augur-
ding,
Augur's
ding,
just,
ding,
like-
ding.
on his back. It's back. Like collapsed on the floor.
Tail?
Broken
I
teeth.
told
What were you
you.
doing?
He was asleep. We were psychically doing mental things. He was helping me. I think it was too much for him.
See, this is why Machine Man, not a good idea. Biology is much better.
Do you know any other psychics?
Well, I know you now. Maybe.
I can't help myself with this.
I like she just walks over and she just kind of turns the head a little bit, like sort of like slapping it, but like
I think Augur's like strangely heavy.
Well, you're made of metal, so it's not strange.
That's fair.
You know, he came in a box or something. This is his room. Maybe I can reactivate him somehow.
Find the instruction book.
Any of your friends a mechanic?
Ethan might know a little. I know doctoring stuff.
Ask your friend Ethan if he wants to fiddle with the robots.
I stand there for several minutes and then several moments, and then Ethan just walks in.
That's nice.
Like I telepathy contacted him basically.
Yeah.
Ethan, my friend. The man on the crew who has no job. What do you want?
Looks nervously side to side. To not fall out of an airlock?
Well, I'm sure a man such as yourself would want to be useful, yes? so that airlock is not an option. You are indispensable. Your skill and abilities make you useful to someone like me.
Yes. That.
Yes.
Yes.
As you can see, the robot men calling themselves Harold Augur, who is annoying pain in the butt, has decided to shut himself down. He came with
Okay.
no instructions, but he has this room. There's a recharging station over there, I think. I think it is a recharging station. I don't know.
He's pointing at the cleaning station.
He's pointing to the grandfather clock.
Even better.
Maybe we could help each other's.
Look, this is a really good question. How does healing an AI work?
There's rules for it.
There is? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
we
go
can
to that
repair
page in the
him.
book.
Let me pull up the book.
I'm surprised I wasn't the one who got knocked out.
Dude, you rolled a 6. I could have survived that. Where's the? Oh, I don't know where I put it now.
Matt, what would you do if I had killed you now?
Oh, well, I mean, you knocked me out well and good,
Yeah.
and I would have deserved it. I pushed.
I mean, I don't want the janitor bot to put him out the airlock as trash.
You just hear a beep going down the hallway.
It's near the bottom of the book.
285.
285.
Yeah.
Damage and
Damage
repair.
Affix 0.
Fix a number of hit points equal to the AI's character level in 15 minutes.
AI can repair themselves if they have access to spare parts.
And are functional.
Right.
So these are rules.
An armature reduced to 0 hit point does not self-destruct. It is badly damaged. This condition can only be removed by a 24-hour repair work by someone with fix 0.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but he wasn't broken.
Yeah,
broken.
that's why I was asking.
He's basically turned off.
He is still though.
Yeah, so but I think that makes it harder to turn them back on.
Yeah, I mean, I think you know they have like that exists, right? He is fix 0.
A tech can do emergency jury rigging of a badly damaged armature, but you can repair the hit point. But if you are reduced to 0 hit points again, you die. You become totally scrapped and unsalvageable.
The armature does.
Yeah.
But I think, like if you give him 24 hours and the parts he needs, he can do it.
Yeah, like there's the parts he needs is in this room. Like I have on my character sheet parts.
I feel like what basically happened was that the mental block moved over to him and just removed him from the void for a moment, which shut him down.
So yeah, I mean, he can do it.
So I'm curious, like, what does he do? Because like nothing, like, what the fuck does this guy do to bring her Amorga back?
He finds the on button. It takes him 24 hours.
Why are you asking me, Matt?
Because you're the DM, you explain things.
Yeah, I think this is.
I think it's something you will explain, Matt.
This is like 24 hours later.
Yeah.
I mean, Ethan just gets to work, and
okay, I know what he does. I know what he does.
He opens up the grandfather clock.
We can just time skip it though. I know what he does though.
Yeah, I mean, does anyone like not even do anything in the meantime?
Yeah, I think I do a standard camera sweep to see what the shit went down.
Sure.
To like sort of get myself in the loop of what the shit went down in this room, before the Herald Ogre shut himself down, so that Ethan maybe has some inkling of what to do.
Okay.
And
You just see me staring at the Ogre for like 10 minutes.
it's like this. She looks at Tail, she looks at the Ogre, and she says, "Psychic bullshit. That's what happened." Yeah.
Psychic bullshit
Right.
tends to happen around here a lot, or at least around me.
Tail, what do you want?
What do you mean?
What do you want?
What do you mean? What do I want?
Where are you going in life?
Well,
You came to this ship, and now what?
I want to be free. I told you. I can't be free until this is gone. I point at the brand.
Well, that is true.
It's keeping me from being me.
Do you know how to remove it now? Or do you think you need more time?
No.
Good answer.
I'll have to look it up.
It's hard. It's hard to think. But in here, in the void space, it becomes easier. I'm more awake now.
That's weird.
You say that, yet you have a friend who's a robot.
And a
He came with
sidekick.
the ship. I just assumed he was normal. Besides, it's his business what he is.
What do you want?
I want forgiveness.
Forgiveness for what?
It's not complicated. Forgiveness for everything bad that's happened to me.
So you don't want forgiveness from... You don't seek to forgive others, you seek others to forgive you?
Yes. Because I don't need permission to be who I am. It's just everyone else who thinks they have a problem with it.
I need permission.
Well, do you want to come read the mind of someone, or are you tired out for the day?
I can try.
Sweet. Let's go visit the Luthor Barnsley.
I want to open his crate.
I'd recommend you don't, but that is his business.
On our ship, we should be allowed to.
Ah, but you see,
I read the contract.
it's his
Yeah,
cargo.
legally.
Legally, we can do it. But it is still his cargo, and he will be upset if you do.
Green has handcuffs.
I don't think he will pay us the rest of the credits he has promised if he feels his rights as passenger has been violated.
Could knock him out.
That doesn't earn us the credits either.
Drug him. Make him
I'm a
so he
merchant.
forgets.
I'm a merchant. I get paid. That is what I do. Of
You're not a merchant.
course I am. I do this job, I get paid. I am selling wares.
You have a sniper rifle strapped to your back.
Sometimes.
I think with that, we just go down the hallway and go find
Sure.
this guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's. I think we see him kind of through the security cameras before we go anywhere, and he's pretty much exactly where he's been since boarding.
Yeah. So we see him like pacing or something, like standing next to his crate.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's like he's seated, like with his back against it.
Hello,
or
Luther.
back near it. And yeah, as you enter, he pushes himself up and kind of looks between the both of you.
Passenger Luther Barnsley, 36 years old. Welcome aboard. We gave you the speech and the tour. Are you enjoying your stay on the Abaddon?
He looks. It's been pleasant. Thank you.
Apparently,
We
the
did-
coffee machine's back online.
I don't drink coffee. Thank you.
We did wonder, just curiously, why you were not using the quarters that have been provided.
There's a bed
they
in there.
not-
I hear they're comfortable.
Are they not up to standard?
He smiles. He says, "They're fine, but I have to be with my cargo."
As a man, do you have needs in this cargo space that need to be fulfilled?
Every human has needs.
I poke his brain.
I mean, yeah, you poke his brain.
Okay, give me a sec.
Just so you know, one of my goals is literally confuse people.
Huh,
He's an AI,
that sounds
Liam.
great.
I'm not saying he's an AI, but if he's an AI, it doesn't work.
I know.
I don't think
Just
he's an AI.
flicking through the book, you're not even looking at it.
He just
I know where I'm
wants us to know who has the book.
just gotta go through my
How thick is that thing?
a rule. This book
How thick is that thing, Liam?
which I have.
Very thick.
No, okay. Yeah, I mean you get nothing.
Like nothing at all?
Yeah.
Strange.
I think Robonut is back.
No, he's not.
No, you're fine.
No, you're good.
Okay.
I
For
say,
now.
strange. Your mind is blank. I can't read anything in you. Are you a robot?
No.
Are you a psychic?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Can I open the crate?
No.
What will you tell me what's in the crate?
No.
Yes.
He looks at Miriam.
The girl is curious. Do not falter for curiosity, but also do not indulge it. I don't recommend it.
I think he says, trust me, it's better for everyone if I make it to the end of this journey. I disembark from this ship with my cargo, and it's the last you ever see of me.
What will happen if I open the crate?
I'll kill you.
No, I mean,
Oh, then
physically.
you don't say that? Okay.
no.
Jesus.
There's an explosion.
Why is the crate wired to explode?
That shouldn't matter.
Kind of does. We are on a pressurized ship,
And if no one goes in the crate, it doesn't explode.
but I want to know what's inside of it.
I wonder if the explosion would be big enough to blow the whole ship up. I say as I take a step back.
He says, like I said, this works best for everyone if I make it to my destination. I disembark with my cargo and I go about my business.
Will you tell me
Yes.
one thing then? Who do you work for? A company? People? Random guy over there? I point at literally nothing.
Like looks at you. Why have you asked the only question that almost no one you ever ask that question to will ever answer?
Because I like asking the question. People come up
And-
with really weird answers.
Unless a person is wearing a logo of some size, an emblem, badge, they're not likely to give you an answer, and neither will
Well,
I.
The last person I asked told me he was God.
Then let's go with that.
Hi, God.
He is not God. He is Luther Barnsley.
No, he's not God. God was more interesting.
I like this man. I think he is interesting too.
I was trying not to be hurt by that.
He should be. Goodbye.
Wow.
I turn away around and leave.
All right. Yeah, you leave.
Yeah. Well, the psychic seems to think you are an impregnable fortress. That's good. I was
'Cause I
mostly
am.
curious because you paid a lot and you just sit in the cargo room.
You know, I paid a lot to ensure a rapid and untroubled completion of my journey. I'm sure I trust I did not choose unwisely.
Well, that is your business, and this is mine.
And he goes back to sitting next to this container.
You're muted, Matt.
Did he drink the tea?
No.
Did you drug the tea?
No.
Just the way you asked that.
Because if so, do I have news for you?
All of
Yeah.
the passengers are now dead.
Nice.
All right. So the
Steven.
next scene is talking to Green and saying,
Okay.
well, the man is not a man. It is a thing. And the crate will explode if someone opens it. So make sure your friend does not try to open it.
He says, you know, if we get someone who knows a thing or two about how things go together, we could probably rig up some sort of jammer.
We were paid handsomely for this gentleman to go from place A to place B. And you don't want to get paid for the last parts?
Yeah. He looks, says, none of my business, really. You're the captain. Just giving options, suggestions, ideas.
Preferences?
He shrugs. You can imply whatever you want.
Green, open the crate.
Green, what do you want?
Me? Get paid?
You and me are very much alike.
I think. Says, don't know. Not sure someone like you would have survived where I grew up. And kind of looks up and down. Maybe you would have. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out one day.
Maybe we will. Let's hope it's not this trip.
We can hope.
Well, have a good day.
And you.
And she walks off to investigate the other passengers to see if there's anything they need or want.
Sure. I mean, I think this is, this is pretty standard stuff. There really isn't anyone here who needs or wants anything too odorous. Like, this is, for a lot of them, this is literally as simple as it seems, right? From point A to B, and I want to get it done as quickly as possible. I want to get out of here. Yeah. Your ship provides everything they need.
Okay, that's good.
On
I
a
was just
completely
saying.
unrelated note, I have the snake skill.
Don't know why you could ever be bringing that up in this context.
No.
Just as a figure of notice, I have the notice skill.
So I guess, Augur, you come back.
Okay.
You're conscious again. It is no longer the void that surrounds you.
What did I experience over the past 24 hours?
The void.
Was I aware of the Maelstrom?
You were aware of the eternal blackness that was your last 24 hours. Because your mind didn't shut down, right?
Yeah.
Just all of your senses and systems did. So you were just kind of like
Floating.
alone in your thoughts.
Okay, Augur's never experienced that before.
Yeah.
They haven't been
So how was that?
alive long enough to not have their
Be
body.
shut down.
Yeah. But fucking trippy, I imagine. Like, I think they wake up without any effort, because like
Yeah.
they've just been like probing the void. Like they've just been
Sure.
trying to like use what they know to do. So I don't think they have any effort left.
Yeah.
When they wake up. Do I see Is it Ethan?
Yeah.
Do I see Ethan standing above me?
I think so. I think like one hand is like kind of wedged up inside your frame. And he's obviously done something that's worked.
There's a styrofoam cup
And
of coffee
I
nearby.
think like he looks down and he's like, "Ah, yes!"
Like I think one of the outer face plates is like
Half off.
sticking out at a weird angle,
Sure.
and like exposed are like hundreds, if not thousands, of like tiny, intricate gears.
Yeah, I think he looks up at you. He goes, "You are very complicated."
Yeah, I don't think he gets anything back. Like their eyes, like flash, like or like a not
Yeah,
a bright flash, but just like turn on.
sure.
Like I think they're just like reconnecting to like like their external systems, like to the ship and all that.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
hear him though. You were saying
We hear the
anything else?
Windows XP startup sound.
And then suddenly blue screen. Doo, doo, doo.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Do you want to do
you do-
anything, Augur?
Did you fix us?
Yes.
Question.
You understand our composition then?
No.
We have a feeling you know what our next question is.
Please don't ask.
Not now, but later.
Okay.
Ethan,
He like looks up at you for like the first time in this conversation. Yes.
we presume nothing is missing?
He like looks down at the multitude of spare parts that are just kind of scattered everywhere.
There are more spare
I-
parts than there were when there was stuff.
Yeah. It's like, I honestly don't know.
We have not had that experience before, so we cannot predict how we will react if something is missing.
Kind of looks scared.
He drops a single gear.
Looks around at the cogs that are everywhere and stuff. And he's like,
That's not a threat, Ethan. It was just an observation.
okay,
Ethan,
yes.
thank you for bringing us back. The Maelstrom is a lonely place.
You're welcome. I think.
Yes.
Okay. And he kind of like sidles out of the room.
Goodbye.
Slowly stalking away.
Yeah. Like, slowly like sliding his feet, like trying to sneak out.
Door opens for him.
There's legit.
Oh my god! I imagine him like walking behind backwards, and it's just like, shh. Oh.
And Matt, there is also an empty cup of coffee in your room.
Tea, right? Tea. You
No,
don't mean
coffee.
Definitely coffee.
motherfuckers.
I told you the coffee machine came back online. You just hear someone from the mess hall yelling.
Okay. So you come out of Metaspace. It's been 3 days. You've done the first of your required jumps. Should we
Yup.
roll for the next one?
I mean, assuming the Herald Augur is ready for it, yes.
Yeah. How much HP do I have?
You'll recover hit points naturally.
1 per day.
Do I?
I think.
I have.
Let's see.
Let's just go with that for now.
It's fine. Like I said, we can have the rules later. Just go with it.
Oh, you're still at 0 hit points, and you need to look at the repair skill to see how fast you recover.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. We're not going to be doing combat, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
we are? Question mark.
Do we come out of hyperspace? Do we need to make the next jump the same day Augur comes back?
No,
No,
have to.
we have to travel through the hex, like a straight line through the hex. We get to the other side and we jump again.
We also probably need to drop someone off.
No, they were all going to the same.
Okay. Either way, Matt, roll your things. Well, not roll your thing.
Yeah, I don't roll anything.
Yeah. So next day, Augur commits his effort. We see this almost like shimmering effect around the outside of the craft, and do we all die? Is this the end of the
pilot intelligence?
game? Me too.
Nice.
Nah, we survived.
Can we just abstract the rest of the trip unless anyone else wants to do anything?
Yeah, and that's anyone specifically wants to. Like,
I would like to have a small conversation with Tail.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I feel like that is not something
Probably meant to happen.
Yeah.
This is probably several days later after the second jump.
Yeah.
Did you cut that one as well, Nut?
Did I do what?
Did you cut that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep cutting until
Yep, that's fine.
I don't.
You cut until you break the ship.
Yep.
I think this time Augur goes to wherever Tail is.
Tail is in her room.
Uh-oh.
How does Tail's room look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So remember, you have a luxury room.
It's just hoarded full of backpacks and medical kits and guns.
No, that's Green's room.
Oh, true.
Would Green be in the barracks, or would he have taken his own room?
There's room for him.
Yeah.
Like, there's 12 bunks on this ship.
But Tail's room, like, she's only been here for a short while, but it's basically it's not hoarded, it's decorated extremely weirdly. There's bits of random fabric she's found hung up all over the place. She doesn't have any actual lights turned on, it's just lit by ambient light from the hallway. And she doesn't have a bed.
Did she remove the bed, or is the bed
There's just
there?
no bed in the room.
Huh.
There's a small table with some like notes and stuff on it, like physical paper notes. No idea where she got those from.
Are there cameras in the rooms?
What was that, Liam?
No.
No.
Cool.
If anyone looks, the bed's in like Green's room or something.
Green has 2 beds.
Things like pushed together.
Of course.
He just sleeps in a double bed. There's like a blanket, like where Tail sleeps is literally just a blanket on the floor and a pillow.
Sure.
Hello, Olga.
Hello, Tail Domingo. How are
How-
you doing?
I don't know. If you take, roll me a notice check, Matt.
Right. With wisdom?
Sure.
But you roll notice with. Go with it.
Oh god.
6.
You notice her tattoo is glowing again.
Is it meant to be doing that?
Is what?
Your brand.
I don't know.
It wasn't last time.
It wasn't.
Not
When was last time?
when we spoke to the Maelstrom.
We spoke to something.
I went unconscious. We went unconscious.
I don't remember that.
What is the last thing you remember?
Screaming.
How long ago?
What day is it?
Tells you the day.
Several days ago. The day before, like the day we went into Maelstrom the first time.
Are there monitors in your room?
There's probably a single monitor.
Yeah, like on that monitor, like a video feed of like us doing that thing shows up.
Yeah.
Like the conversation leading up to like that they show you that. You remember none of this?
No. I don't.
You don't remember what happened? Why you were screaming?
No, I was screaming. I just remember hearing screaming.
As you say that, like the video, like you're screaming on the video.
I don't remember that. Did you need something?
Nothing as of yet. We were concerned about you, your well-being.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So, is there anything like we can just roll the next 2 jumps?
Yeah, we can probably roll.
You've got fuel scoops, so I can assume you can get fuel.
Yeah,
if you want to take the extra, I'll say 24 hours. I'm gonna take the extra 24 hours to do that. That's fine. I'll add that onto your time, and then yeah.
Yeah,
do
so
the fuel scoop.
12 plus a couple of days.
12 plus like 1 day, like so 13
No,
days.
it's 2 or 3 days to like each.
Well, we have
each jump you refuel the bunker, right? So
we have fuel for 2 jumps.
We have 2 jumps.
yeah, so
we don't need to fuel
2 jumps, fuel,
2
2
jumps.
jumps. All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
And then we can just refuel at the station.
Yeah.
13 days total.
Yep, sounds alright.
Yeah.
Roll
Which
your
is-
2 rolls, Nut.
Like what? Still half the time that it would normally take?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Roll away, Nut. See how badly we die.
Nice.
1 successful jump. 2 successful jump.
Congratulations. We haven't died yet.
Cool. So you make it. Good job. And I think we kind of arrive at the nav beacon that depicts this system. and we see the like through the screens, we see the expanse of the like solar arc, the star in the middle, and the planets orbiting it. And the system kind of tags all these different planets, and you've got like all of these various number like alphanumeric codes, and all of them. And then when you get into the fourth star from the sun, it says dawn. I think we see. I think actually that's where we fade to black. And for the astute audience member who is patient and remembers that although episode 1 did not have one, season 2 was fraught with these things. There is an after the credits scene. And we see the what the fuck did I call you, friend? Luther
Barnsley.
and we see him in the empty hangar, well, the relatively empty cargo bay of the Abaddon. And kind of behind him is this kind of cold storage crate. And he's resting, seated, not touching it, but close. And I think the camera works its way back through the material of the cold storage crate and into the darkness beyond. And inside this darkness, we see the inside of this crate emanating with a blue glow. And the blue glow seems to be coming from these 6 pods, arranged in arranged symmetrically. You've got 3 on each side. And as the camera kind of moves closer to one of these pods, which is pulsing with blue light, we see the vagaries of a face on the other side, and it cuts to black.
Mm-hmm. Creepy.
Cool.
Should we do goals?
Yeah, for sure.
Sure. Who wants to go first? Okay, I will.
How'd you
go? My goals were deliver the cargo without major incident. I'd say we're doing that so far.
Yeah, if you want to hold on to that for next session, check some experience your way.
Augur seems to know about psychic powers. I will commune with him about my block.
Yeah, man. 2 experience.
And confuse people. I told you I had that as a goal.
I'm confused. Like that last scene with us.
Yeah,
confused me.
I'm gonna give you 1 because me as a GM is confused.
I'll tell you about it later.
So I guess you win.
I'll already get that goal once. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if I could get it to work. I'll message you shit later.
Yeah, sure. So 3 experience total.
Nice.
Yep, that's all mine.
All right.
And I'm working towards. I need to remove the brand.
You should have leveled up then, right?
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
Level 3.
Awesome. My first one is this is just the basic mission one. New horizons await us. We must reach the Dawn system safely.
You have.
Oh, okay. Cool. Like 1.
Congratulations, you reached Dawn.
Cool. The second one was Miriam was angered by our decision not to kill the station. We will help her. We will help make it up to her, which I think we did. Like we assisted.
What did you do?
We assisted with the it was mostly done in the very first part of the show with
sure.
ensuring that the negotiations went well, and
Yeah,
using
I would say that works.
bullshittery.
Okay.
And then the last one was Tail has been touched by the Maelstrom. We will learn more about her connection to it.
Hey.
Yeah. Easy. So I'll give you one each for the first two and two for the second because
Cool.
they were cool scenes and you both deserve rewards for that.
I don't know what I learnt, but I know I learnt something.
Yeah.
I actually do have all this stuff written down in a different doc. I'm just trying to confuse Liam for a little bit.
And Miriam?
I am a
Yeah.
merchant. I get paid. Hand the bioweapon and antidote to Yansar front. Yansar protectorate.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Augur is naive and needs to learn about my world. Investigates the next job more thoroughly.
Yeah, okay, for sure.
And what do you want? Question mark. Give Green a job that suits his particular skills.
Yeah, for sure.
I love green.
So I'm gonna give you two for the first one. Because that's a thing that like that was a significant decision to make.
Oh, please give him one. I don't like that. Give him one.
Nah,
for-
like whether like you're
Shit.
basically deciding whether to hand
A bioweapon.
superpower, a bioweapon.
To
That's
what is
that's
basically a
significant.
criminal organization.
that's
I mean, if
significant.
they had asked her, she would just say like, "Don't blame the gun for shooting people."
Yeah, no, for sure. 100%. I love it.
Yeah.
Shit, and we let her.
You just gave them you just made them the most powerful group in the sector. Congratulations.
No. It's just a bioweapon.
It's just a bioweapon.
Just a nuke.
It's
just an
just
atom
the
bomb.
bio.
Nothing to worry about.
Uh-huh.
All right, cool. Thank you, everyone. That was
Cool.
fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was a little more of a role play kind of session. That was good.
Which is
And,
always
I
good to have. I love the
They're,
roleplay sessions.
I think the most.
Do we
rolls
want to roll
we've
hit
got-
points now, or
I
we'll
think
do
that's
that.
next session.
Yeah, I'll probably because if you guys want to go away and make decisions about what you level up, and then we'll go through all of the level up stuff together at the start. of the session.
Yeah.
Okay. Make it harder for me. That's fine.
All skill choices, all HP, all everything.
All right. Oh yeah. T rolls. MVP T rolls. The most
Yeah,
rolls that
man.
were made is toss up between mental saves from Tail or T rolls from Augur.
I don't know. I love that you've actually given yourself.
The
Yeah,
T
I
skill.
figured out you could do that. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
It's great.
high T. We'll get into it.
You should just rename the skill to high T.
I'm going to. I'm definitely going to.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for watching week 2 of season 3 of Abaddon.
Of part 3.
No, part 2. Oh, I don't. We'll be back next week. Thank you very much for watching and see ya next time. Bye.